is being called the largest IT outage in history, and it could affect your flight, your surgery, your deliveries, even your paycheck. And the cause, a faulty software update. Millions of workers were met with the blue screen of death when they turned on their computers today. Airports across the country and around the world were packed with stranded passengers. Planes were grounded by the thousands, not by the weather, but by this technical tsunami. More than 4,000 flights were canceled around the world today, more than 2,600 of them in the U.S. At Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, the world's busiest, a quarter of all flights were canceled. We have team coverage tonight, and CBS's Kris Van Cleave will start it off from the Phoenix airport. Good evening, Kris.
Maurice, about half of those cancellations affecting just one airline, Delta. And those blue screens you talked about, we're still seeing them here at Phoenix Sky Harbor, even as planes are moving again. Late today, American saying it thinks it'll be able to operate normally tomorrow, but today was anything but normal.
Global travel chaos from Hong Kong to Madrid and all across the U.S. Airlines halted flights after IT systems crashed due to the CrowdStrike software meltdown.
Look at this disaster. This is a nightmare.
The result, big crowds, blue screens, and flyers seeing red.
There's no wheelchair accessible. There's nothing. The lineup is down there. We're going to be stuck here for over 48 hours, they're saying.
This time lapse shows flights slowing to a trickle as the outage spread. In Minneapolis, the terminal looked like a makeshift shelter. This Raleigh passenger's flight was canceled, her next one delayed.
If it doesn't leave, I'm like, I've lost all options. I will have no other way to get to Connecticut for my brother's funeral.
Allegiant flyers tried to rebook.
I'm still on hold with customer service today. If you can hear that, I'm still hearing the music. 9.5 hours later.
While some airlines even resorted to issuing tickets by hand. CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz accepted responsibility.
We'll do the hot wash on how this happened and ensure it doesn't happen again.
But it wasn't just the airlines suffering. CBS's Christina Rex on the fallout in the medical world.
Here at Brigham and Women's Hospital, all previously scheduled surgeries and medical visits that are not urgent have been canceled today. That's because many of the computer systems are down, preventing access to vital digital records.
We do everything on our computers now. People's medical history, their allergies. So when that goes down, we have to revert back to paper charting.
The outage is impacting hospitals nationwide. New York's Memorial Sloan Kettering postponed all procedures requiring anesthesia. Atlanta's Emory Healthcare delayed certain types of surgeries. And Seattle Children's Hospital closed its outpatient clinic today. 911 call centers were also disrupted in several states. Officials posted warnings and shared alternate phone numbers on social media while service was being restored.
I think a lot of people around the country and around the world are shocked to discover that a single issue with a single piece of software can have that many knock-on implications.
The calls for answers are getting louder tonight, and as the airlines work to reset their operation and get back to normal, flyers do have rights. Long delays should prompt meal vouchers. If you're stranded overnight, the airline should pick up the hotel bill, and if your flight doesn't go, you can ask for a refund. Maurice?
Oh boy, so stressful so far and wide. Kris Van Cleave, thank you tonight.